people who are quitting to make other people happy. I talk about this a little bit in the video of comparing or quitting with spouses, I think it would be. And then I realized, well, there's a whole bunch of people who aren't quitting with spouses who are never going to watch that video and miss the message. So this is kind of a repeated message in here of the importance of quitting for yourself, because there might be people who will see it here who will never have seen it in that other video. People who quit smoking for others, meaning not quitting so the other person will quit smoking, but quitting smoking because other people don't want them to be smoking. And sometimes it's from a non-smoking spouse, sometimes it's for their kids, sometimes it's for friends, but for one reason or another, there's a group of people or an individual who don't want them smoking anymore, and you're going to quit to make them happy. Do not quit smoking to make somebody else happy. Will your quitting smoking make other people happy? Sure it will. People who really care about you, they will be happy that you quit smoking. If they understand the importance of what you're doing, yeah, they're going to be thrilled by this. It's maybe a nice little side benefit at times, but it can't be your primary reason. The reason it can't be is if one of those people who you are quitting for to make happy do something down the line that really ticks you off, you've got a great retaliatory response. You, if you really want to get even with a person, could think, well, I'll show them I'm going back to smoking. And you may very well go back to smoking because your primary reason for quitting was to make a person happy who you don't care if they're happy anymore. That is a terrible situation for you, not for the other person, for you. You're the one who's going to get burned if you relapse. Hey, maybe this person does something really horrible to you. Maybe it is a spouse. Maybe it's so bad you'll end up being divorced from this spouse within a short time period. And 10 or 15 years, when this person is hardly thinking about you anymore, and you're not really dealing with them at all, maybe not even thinking about them anymore, you might get diagnosed with a disease that's going to kill you. And this was your great retaliatory response to an individual who is no longer significant in your life. And your actions at that moment in time is bringing around your imminent demise here. You've done nothing when you thinking like you're going to retaliate to somebody else. You're the one getting hurt. I always tell people, if there's someone really ticking you off, and you want to get even with them, oh man, you get them to take up smoking. Well, then you're burning them. You're killing them. But to do it to yourself is ridiculous. You see, you can't quit for other people, because even if it is in a situation where they're disappointing you, you're always going to have this sense of deprivation, like, I'm not quitting to make them happy. I'm depriving myself of my cigarettes for their happiness. As soon as you work under the basis when you're quitting that you're depriving yourself of your happiness, your comfort, whatever it is that you were thinking you were getting out of cigarettes, as soon as you start thinking in cigarettes in that light, that they were doing something for you that you're depriving yourself of now, you're going to have a hard time mentally with this, no matter what the action of the other person, good or bad. You've got to come to this point that you realize you quit smoking for you. Cigarettes were making your life unmanageable. They were ruining your health. They were costing you a small fortune. They were making you smell bad. They were making you a social outcast. It may have been affecting you professionally. There's so many ways that cigarettes are burdensome in your life, just by the fact that most people can't smoke anywhere, anytime they want. They were dealing with withdrawal on a semi-regular basis when they would go places where they couldn't smoke for extended time periods. Then when they'd get out, they'd oversmoke. Then when they were, back in a situation where they're restricted, they're under smoking. This was just a chronic way of life for them. And it's just important to remember that way of life and realize that's the reason you don't want to be a smoker anymore. You don't want all the hassles. You don't want the package deal of being a smoker. It's not that you don't want one cigarette. You do. You don't want the package deal that goes with that one. So, bottom line is here, do not quit smoking to make other people happy. Yes, it will make other people happy, but you're quitting in spite of that. it's got to be, seen that way, viewed that way. You are quitting for you. Other people will benefit, but you're benefiting more. And the way to keep that benefit, those benefits, it's not one benefit you get from quitting smoking. You get a slew of benefits when you quit smoking. And the way to keep those benefits going is still sticking to the personal commitment. I say that a lot, but this one is emphasizing it. It's a personal commitment. It's something you are doing for you. And you are, again, the primary benefactor. And the way to keep those benefits is continuing to stick with that personal commitment you made to never take another puff